Okay, I just finished this knife made out of a file, and now I'm going to show you how to make a handle. I already put the finger guard on and super glued it down. It fit in perfectly, but I just want to put super glue just to make sure it's secure. And then next I'm going to use some spacing material and some wood and some cow bone, some goat horn, just to make a really nice handle. These are and the glues I'm going to use is some wood glue and some super glue. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stack all the pieces and glue them on, and then after that I'm going to start shaping the handle. Okay, so this is the day after I have all the pieces stacked on, and today I'm just going to grind it down, make it start looking like a handle. Okay, so I got some of the rough grinding done, so now I'm just going to go over it with my belt sander. Okay, so started a little bit going over it with the Dremel, and now I'm just gonna finish up what I started. Go around this little edge right there with the Dremel and make it a nice circular shape. Okay, so I got the part rounded off in on the handle parts with my Dremel, and I got that done. So now what I have to do is I drew a kind of a crude line. I'm gonna go over this right here to make it look kind of like that. Like just I'm gonna go do that like that on this knife. Okay, so I slightly went over the handle with the two-way grinder rough wheel, and now I'm going to go over with the Dremel and make this line nicer. And also, while I was at it, I also put a little bend at the top with my two-way grinder. I'm going to go over that with the Dremel too, but mainly this to make it a nice cut line. Yep. Okay, so went over it with the Dremel, and now I'm gonna smooth out all the little rough indents with just the file. Round it, half flat, half rounded, flat either side, yeah. And that's what I'm gonna do next. Okay, so got the handle sanded with the file. And now I'm gonna go over it just with a couple strips of sandpaper and just like back and forth, and yeah. And then after that, it's gonna be pretty close to being able to put on the buffer and done. Okay, so I'm about to put this on the buffer. The one thing I had to do is cover up the spacing material because plastic and the buffer would melt the plastic, so I'm just gonna buff the bone. And then I'm gonna sand the spacing material a little bit, and then it'll be done. Okay, so I buffed out the handle. It looks pretty good, so now the process is done. And here's the blade, looks nice, and there's my logo of fish. And that's how you make a homemade handle for a homemade file knife.